So I thought it was interesting that Apple talked about sustainability at all. I mean, they made a huge show of it. They literally had Octavia Spencer there to talk about how they're ahead of schedule and using recycled materials, which is really impressive, right? Like, it's great that they are kind of putting that foot forward, but it was cherry picked. You know, we heard a lot about what they're putting into new phones. They're still making new phones, and that has the largest environmental impact of anything that Apple is doing. The majority of a smartphone's carbon impact comes from the manufacturer, over 80%. And the other thing they talked a lot about was net zero, which looks really great when you put like a little green circle or whatever next to it.
Yep.
But net zero doesn't mean that no damage occurred. It means that you damage the environment and you're using the carbon offset market to say that you have neutralized it. They talk about restoring habitats, but they didn't talk about whether they're dealing with e-waste that piles up in many of the countries in which these phones are manufactured and things like that. So I think it's just really important to be critical when we think about net zero and understand that like damage still occurred, and the places that these materials are being taken from aren't necessarily being restored to like environmental health. And people are paying the price, animals are paying the price, and that when we buy refurbished, we help mitigate that environmental impact because we're, you know, taking what has already been unfortunately extracted and using it again.
So are you saying that buying a refurbished phone will still have these great green environmental impacts that, you know, they're touting in this brand new phone?
When you buy refurbished, it means that you're getting the most out of the resources that were already extracted. Obviously, that device had an impact too, but instead of buying new and doubling that impact, you are mitigating it by not causing additional environmental damage. It's not perfect, none of it's perfect, but when it comes down to weighing refurbished versus new, refurbished is always gonna win when it comes to sustainability, no matter how many celebrities you wanna put in an ad.